in the nation in rushing. He is 88 yards shy of 1,000 for the season coming in today. And feeling some pressure, and takes a passing play and turns it into a running play for a first down out across midfield. And so the redshirt freshman is man-on-man with Evan Spencer. The give will be to Rod Smith. He picks up a Hyde is out right now. Smith is the setback. And Smith, they'll try to run right up the middle and establish their presence. Empty backfield from Miller. Braxton has some time to the 35. Caught in at tailback, and actually he's going to take the direct snap right here. The pitch to Braxton Miller. Miller trying to pass, and he's got to throw it away under duress. Second and 10, and Miller fumbles the snap, has to fall on it. Purdue trying to grab it away at the tail end of the play, and they got it.
And it's just sloppy ball handling by Ohio State. As you can see, Carlos Hyde, Braxton Miller, they collide. And then Kawan Short just jumps on Braxton Miller and steals the...
On an outpatient basis here at the Galbraith Equine Center each year. Now out of the football field, and another possession for Ohio State and Braxton Miller. 3 weeks in a row. And that's the challenge for the Boilermakers. And Miller incomplete over the top of the head. Miller, good protection. And fires it to Spencer. The crossing route underneath to the 35. He's going to be... And Carlos Hyde does not have a carry yet this afternoon. And the fake to Hyde. Miller's going to keep. And the pitch to Corey Brown. They've been using the... Boilermaker showing blitz off the right edge. Miller will run it the other way with Hyde. Picks up a couple. Stuffed by Bruce Gaston. Taylor at 295, putting his helmet right on the ball. Play action. Miller looking deep downfield. Incomplete. Intended for Devin Smith. The backfield joined now by Hyde. On 2nd and 10. The give to Carlos Hyde. And there's a little bit of that thunder up the middle. Across midfield, picks up backfield. Stoneburner in motion. They'll try Hyde. They'll try and muscle it up the middle. Will Lucas. Miller to Carlos Hyde. He's got it, and then some. Inside the 30. Undercut at the 25-yard. Over 350 yards rushing 2 weeks in a row. That's the best back-to-back performance since 1980. That sets up Miller to the air, firing again over the top of Devin Smith. Wanted to quick out to Devin Smith. The pass deflected.
Blitz. As Johnson blitzes Braxton Miller, the corner just takes a couple steps off the ball, and the quarterback just guns it out there, and it leaves the receiver.
Miller looking left all the way, now dropping it underneath to Brown. Nice cutback at the 15 and inside the 10. Miller. Braxton with the keep and the touchdown. 8 yards on the run for Braxton Miller.
And this is what Braxton Miller does so special. You give him a little crease, he can turn into the big play for a touchdown.
Buckeyes on top, 7-6. Braxton Miller engineering and the deflection that resulted in the interception. And now for the Buckeyes offense. Carlos Hyde could not get to the outside. Good pursuit by Frank. Thank you, Robert. 13-7 Purdue. They had a blocked PAT. Otherwise, a couple of scores. And even though they didn't get points on that last drive, Joey, they ate up. Miller gets by one guy, gets by another, able to elude Kawan Short, firing it deep downfield, and incomplete over the head of Brown, but a penalty flag. Taylor Richards was on the cover, over 350 yards on the ground. Miller's got some heat coming, delivers before Macy gets to him, and Carlos Hyde picks up an extra yardage, picks up an extra yard rather at the end. Miller gives to Carlos Hyde, nowhere to go. The first gap stuffed by Ryan Isaac, and then Kwan Short finishing it up. Well, Miller going to keep it, and he will go down. Ryan Russell with his third sack of the season. The sophomore out of Carroll.
100%, but he looks great on this play. Open field again. These guys have done a really nice job when they've had their opportunities against Braxton Miller in the open field. That's a defensive end versus Braxton Miller. Braxton Miller wins that battle 99% of the time.
He came around. Good protection. Going deep. Looking for Smith. Incomplete. Down at the 15-yard line. Josh Johnson with the cuff. Now Miller on the rollout. And he'll run it out of bounds to stop the clock with 4 seconds left. Miller with Gaston coming up the middle at him. Braxton scrambles to buy some time. They'll chuck it underneath to Carlos Hyde, who has to go to ground to make the catch, but a penalty flag at the end of the play, and Braxton Miller is down on the carpet.
Leader, he can't make these kind of plays. You're about to get off the field and go in at halftime with a lead in Ohio Stadium after losing 2 straight games, and you make a play like this. That's just not wise.
Miller lofts one up for the end zone, and it is intercepted by Josh Johnson to end the first half. And pins of Corey Brown incomplete. 49 yards on the ground. 50 are going to keep it. And he will get just a couple. Taken down by Ryan Russell. Ohio State, it's scoring drive. Blitz coming off the edge. Miller gets rid of it, and another drop. This one by Fields. A couple of yards short of the marker. 4th down. He's been guiding this attack, and he cannot get away from Max Charlo. They have been very good, has Purdue. Open field tackling today, Joey. They'll go to the air. Fields with the receiver screen out across the 25 to the 26. Taylor Richards with the tackle. Miller will give to Hyde, and he's got the first down, breaking into the secondary out across the 40 to the 43-yard line.
And that's nice blocking by the right side of the Ohio State offensive line. Hall, Fragel.
With Jordan Hall out with the injuries, he's got a couple more 100-yard rushing days as Miller is sacked by Robert Macy. The linebacker taking him down.
And on the ground, when they bring in their sub package and they play nickel, he goes down, and you could see his speed allowed him to get around the end and make a sack on.
I'll try Hyde again, runs into Short, bumps off of him. Antoine Higgs able to take him down. Back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and long. Miller empty backfield. Blitz coming from Charlo. Miller eludes it and fires downfield for the first down to Philly Brown. 19 yards through the air for Miller.
And probably the best.
Puts it away. He's got a man open at the 10-yard line, and diving inside the 5 is Chris Fields. 1st and goal, Ohio State. And a 35-yard. Carlos Hyde right up the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. His 8th rushing touchdown of the season. And he continues, Joey, to provide them with a second weapon on the ground to complement Braxton Miller. And they give to Hyde. And a nice hole up the middle. He runs over the linebacker, Joe Gilliam, with a pickup of 9.
And that's nice block.
Charlo showing safety blitz. Miller going to keep it. And he'll have the first down. Ball may have come out at the tail end of the play. Purdue says they've got it.
Going to try to punch the ball out. That's how you've got to handle Braxton Miller. Bring more than one guy to the party, get the ball on the ground, and get to the bottom of the pile and fight for the football.
Gilliam helped strip it out of there, and it might have been Bruce Gaston that was the guy that came out with it. And now a short field. And Braxton Miller breaking it across midfield. The stiff arm on Johnson gets him inside the 40. And Miller, for the second time today, slow to get up. He might have hit head first on the turf. It appears to be just a handful of jersey at first glance and not up under the collar of Miller. Kenny, 5 games in the last 3 straight, will come on in relief. And the handoff right up the middle to Carlos Hyde. Take him out. He is seated. And now being driven off to the Ohio State locker room. So Kenny Guyton. Brown is back out there, the motion man for the Buckeyes. Guyton to the air, broken up. Knocked out of there by Frankie Williams. And with your backup quarter, an opportunity you would imagine, Joey, to see just how good this Ohio State offensive line is, and a lot of Carlos Hyde.
Absolutely going to see Carlos Hyde here. But
end zone, penalty flag down, and Guyton runs out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Is this a penalty in the end zone on Ohio State? That was on, do they call it on number 78, Andrew Norwell? Right there on weight number 61, right there. (22-14), Purdue with the lead. That is the driving simulation laboratory here at Ohio State. They're Devin Smith out to the 29-yard line, maybe a foot or so shy of the. Guyton will give to Carlos Hyde, trying to get around the edge. Ball is loose and out of bounds at the 30. Run out by Josh Johnson, who also made the tackle here on Miller. Hyde hit by Short, and he will not get there. The big guy coming up big right there.
And Kawan Short, who leads the Big Ten in tackles for a loss.
Hyde, he's got it. Rumbling his way out across the 35 to the 36. First down, Buckeyes. And a pickup of 9. Play action with Hyde. Guyton throwing deep. Has Smith turned around. Incomplete. Josh Johnson on the coverage.
Just has to get this ball out there a little further. This pass, it's to the wrong shoulder, and it's a little short, and allows the defensive back to recover and smack the ball away.
Just the 13th. Guyton looking deep for Stoneburner. Pops up in the air, and it is intercepted. Fichter with the pick. The 4th takeaway of the day for the Boilermaker defense after Taylor Richards tipped it.
Is underthrown. That's his second underthrown ball downfield today.
Off the ricochet, Fichter with the pick. And the Boilermakers have it with 2:40 to go. 2:40 to play. The Buckeyes are looking at potentially their first loss. Trying to engineer the comeback, and he's got a wide open Devin Smith to the 22-yard line. Cut back to the inside. It looked like he might have had a chance to step to the outside. The clock play. Guyton on the rollout to Evan Spencer. Caught inside the 15 and out of bounds. 28 seconds to go.
You got to like what Kenny Guyton is doing here. He goes downfield.
Guyton rolling to the left this time. Guyton with Macy bearing down on him, and Guyton will throw it away. When we asked the coaches about Kenny Guyton yesterday, what they tell you? He's a coach's kid. He knows the game. He's a smart guy, and he had. They will run the ball up the middle to Carlos Hyde, trying to get the first down yardage.
And now you may see the spot.
Guyton underneath, incomplete to a diving Evan Spencer at the 2.
And that play only took 3 seconds. And so that's a quick throw, a 3-second play.
Guyton looking to the corner, into the end zone, incomplete, the flag down.
not a whole lot there, but it's a call that they made, Beth. And in this situation, defensively, you tell your defensive backs right now, tackle the wide receivers. Don't let them run routes because the clock will be running.
From the 2, 1st and goal, Guyton throwing for the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Chris Fields. And now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the game. I believe this play will be reviewed upstairs.
The previous play is under further review. The ruling on the field is a touchdown.
They would need video evidence to prove that it was not a catch in order to... Guyton on the rollout. Looking back the other way. Guyton to the end zone. Jeff Hireman ties it up.
Does not panic. The last couple drives didn't go well, but he said, look, I got it less than a minute. I have no timeouts. I'm going to take my team, put them in the end zone, not once, but then score 2 to tie this game at the end. Can't say enough about his poise. Can't say enough about his confidence and the way he rebounded to go get that touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
4th quarter, and Kenny Guyton just hanging on. Trying to dive back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Robert Macy has had a good day defensively. He was there to bother guys. 1st down inside the 10. Diving to the 7. The first catch of the day for Jake.
And you can see Kenny Guyton getting...
Leaf, they give to Carlos Hyde. Gets the helmet down inside the 5 to the 3. Tackled by Taylor Richards. 2nd and goal. Trying to second effort it in. No, check that. Guyton keeps it. Diving to the 1. Good ball fake. Carlos Hyde diving in for the touchdown. Buckeyes take the lead in overtime.
Line off to the left side lets Carlos Hyde get into the end zone.
He ran right up the back.